Thailand. The borders are not always well defined and are often as ever-changing as the wisps of mist blown by the whim of the winds. Two powerful states, Shan and Karen, share these lands, which time has forgotten. 60 different ethnic groups live in the state of Karen, which to this day is known as Kaya. Among them, the White Karens, and more specifically, the Padaung, with their giraffe-necked women, are among some of the most distinctive groups. Originally from the Loiko region west of the Salween River, the Padaungs have little by little migrated to the nearby mountains in Thai territory. The area's non-Burmese population, which has historically refused the rule of Rangoon authorities, has taken to the bush to defend its independence. Regarded with a certain disdain by the Burmese, today there are only a few hundred longnecks who continue to wear the large, shiny brass rings. The metal spirals are a symbol of beauty, and a single ring is placed around a girl's neck when she's 5 years old. Additional rings are added every 3 years, and by the time the girls reach adulthood, many are carrying 10 kilos or 22 pounds of rings. If you add the bracelets, which are never removed, and the bronze rings which are worn around their waist and legs, the weight of the rings can easily reach 20 kilos or 44 pounds, which the Padaung women wear day and night. It's impossible for these women to remove the rings from around their necks. Their neck muscles have atrophied to such an extent that without the ring support, the women would be unable to hold their heads upright and would suffocate. According to legend, the wondrous country of Myanmar was created by good spirits. The British later named this country Burma. Since 1989, it has become the Union of Myanmar, but the more exotic image evoked by the name Burma still lingers. This country, boasting some 676,000 square kilometers, is a link between the Indian and the Southeast Asian worlds. Snuggled between China on the north and Laos and Thailand on the east, its culture is immensely rich. This one-time British colony that gained independence in 1948 has opened its borders and today allows more visitors than ever before to come and discover its fascinating historic heritage. The country's population is almost exclusively Buddhist, and it's virtually impossible to count the number of religious monuments that have been built throughout the country over the centuries. Around the year 1000, Pagan, the capital of the first Burmese Empire, was built on the eastern shore of the Irrawaddy River in central Burma. During this period, some 5,000 sacred monuments were scattered over an area of just 42 square kilometers. 7 centuries ago, the region was inhabited by a population of 500,000 secular and monastic individuals. In 1287, Kublai Khan's Mongol troops demolished the city, bringing to an end the first Burmese Empire and heralding Pagan's decline. Since that time, Pagan has fallen into ruin. Earthquakes and floods have destroyed 4/5 of all the temples and pagodas, leaving nothing but scattered piles of bricks. A few remaining temples still stand out for their majestic architecture. Each one is unique in its own way. Tat Bin Nu, the Temple of Universal Science, towers above the plain at 61 meters, 200 feet in height. The highly venerated Ananda Pagoda is home to 4 golden Buddhas, which receive daily offerings from the faithful. Burmese and European archaeologists didn't begin exploring this site conscientiously until the turn of the century. What they discovered was one of the most spectacular religious edifices ever built by man. In their sanctuary, the Buddhas seem indifferent to the passing centuries, as they calmly keep the flame of hope alive. Each temple holds magnificent sculptures or paintings on precious teak wood walls and ceilings. Dhamma Yan Yi, is another marvel built in the 12th century on the Pagan plain.